Greetings fellow snowflakes! This is the second of a three-part series I'm doing about Hinduism. In this part I will be looking at the god Vishnu and the great epics that feature key avatars of his, the Ramayana and the Mahabharata. As usual when dealing with this topic, I apologise if I pronounce any of the names or words wrong. In Hinduism there are three main gods that form a trinity. These are Brahma, the creator, Vishnu, the preserver, and Shiva, the destroyer. Brahma, not to be confused with Brahman, who is the universal essence that all deities are manifestations of, is not worshipped very often. His consort or wife is Sarasvati, who is the goddess of learning, wisdom, and the arts. Pretty cool. Vishnu is the preserver, and his consort or wife is Lakshmi, who represents wealth and material happiness. Also pretty cool. Vishnu is a very loving deity, and he is said in Hindu tradition to have come down and lived in the material realm in the form of avatars at various points during the history of the world. Basically whenever balance needs to be restored because evil is too strong. Two of these avatars, Rama and Krishna, are particularly important in Hindu tradition and the religious devotion of Hindus, and I will deal with these in more detail in a minute. But let me first list the avatars of Vishnu. Now there are 10 of these avatars, and they are as follows. Matsya, who is half man, half fish, and saves the world during the flood. The next few are a bit strange. They all have specific myths around in them. Kurma is a tortoise who supported the cosmos while the gods churned the ocean for the nectar of immortality. Varaha is a boar and rescues the earth goddess when she is captured by a demon. The fourth avatar of Vishnu is Narasimha, who is half lion, half man, and defeated a demon who couldn't be killed by human or animal, so that's where the half lion, half man thing comes in. It's neither fully human or an animal. Vamana, who is dwarf, rescues the world from a demon king. Parashurama, a sage with an axe. This was when the warrior class was getting too powerful, so this avatar kills the king and his warrior companions. Anyway. Then we have Rama and Krishna. And then finally the 10th one is Kalki, a man riding a white horse with wings, who appears in the future, this is still to come, to usher in the end of the world so that the cosmos can renew and restart. In Hinduism the cosmos is seen as an endless circle of creation, destruction and renewal. Let's look at the avatars of Rama and Krishna in more detail, as they are especially important in Hinduism, and they each have an epic, a great written text associated with them. In the case of Rama, this is the Ramayana. In the case of Krishna, it is the Mahabharata. The Ramayana tells the story of a prince who was banished from his kingdom by his father, and travelled through the forests of India with his wife Sita and his brother. His wife is captured by the demon king of Lanka, resulting in a war with the demon king. Then Rama returns to his kingdom and is crowned king. During his journeys he also meets a monkey called Hanuman, who helps in the war against the demon king. The monkey Hanuman has become a Hindu deity in his own right. But important as the Ramayana is, there is an even more significant epic in Hindu tradition. The Mahabharata depicts a tragic dynastic struggle between the Kauravas and the Pandavas, two sets of princes, the eldest brother of each having claims to the throne. This results in the Kurukshetra war, and the Pandavas are eventually victorious. But there is great loss of life. Krishna is a friend of the Pandavas, and a very spiritual, wise and gentle person. On the battlefield, the Pandava prince Arjuna breaks down in despair at having to fight and kill his relatives. Krishna then speaks to Arjuna, telling him many deep spiritual truths, including about duty and about the illusionary nature of the flesh, and also reveals his own divine nature to Arjuna. This takes place in the most sacred part of the epic, the chapter known as the Bhagavad Gita, which has become an important component of Hindu religious devotion. Krishna has many other myths and legends told about him and has become a major devotional figure in Hinduism. I find the Bhagavad Gita to be very inspiring and beautiful in parts. I do recommend anyone who is interested in Hinduism to get a copy and read it. It is actually rather wonderful. The epics may have been partly based in actual historical events, though obviously as with most religious texts there are heavy doses of mythic storytelling in there based more in spiritual ideas than in actual events. They are long, very long. But there's a lot of interesting stuff in there, though I have only dipped my toe into it. There is always a lot more to learn. Indian culture is very rich and very fascinating, and you could spend a lifetime immersing yourself in their texts and stories. Next time in my Spiritual Wisdom series will be the third and final part of my examination of Hinduism. In that part I will be looking at my favourite Hindu deity, Shiva, and his extended family, including his son Ganesha and the various forms of his goddess consort, including Durga and Kali. Until then, we're all different, we're all special, snowflakes unite.